How's it going, guys? This is the Tahoe build, 6-liter build that I will be doing the following week. I had this in my backyard, but I moved it to the front just to do the swap out here because it's concrete. I can't do it in the grass, but let me show you what it looks like. It's a very clean Tahoe. It's well kept for 5 years. Garage kept all its life, but it's been sitting for 5 years. You can tell the buttons are not worn out or anything. Very clean. So let me show you what's under the hood. I took out the motor last week to take off the oil pan, the pickup tube, everything that's needed for the 6-liter. I do have everything in the back of the Tahoe. I have all the parts. I have the intake, the bumper. As you can see, it's missing, but I will be putting all that back. So let me show you what's all in the back. The alternator, the rockers. I will not be using those push rods, and maybe going with electric fans instead of the clutch fans. So some of these things will not be used. I am going with a custom cam on that 6-liter, going with a comp cam, so those push rods are not going to work out for me. So there's the bumper there, but let me go show you inside the garage and what I got going on as far as the build, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, back to the garage. Here's the 6-liter that will be going into the Tahoe. And where to begin? I guess we can start on this old block that I pulled. It's the condition it was. It only has 100,000 miles, but it was sitting for a long time. I did remove the oil pan, the pickup tube, and the tray. There's the tray there, cleaned up. This block did have a lot of rust since he removed the heads, and it was just sitting there for 5 years, so it was a pain to remove the torque converter or spin the motor to remove the torque converter in order to remove the transmission from it. So it is what it is. So I got it taken off. I had to soak the cylinders on PB Blaster for like 2 days or so and keep soaking them until I was like able to turn the motor because it was pretty seized up. But anyways, these are all the goodies going in. Putting in some ARP bolts on the cam. We're using some of the sensors, some of the easier to get to ones, and new lifter trays, new lifters down there. I am going with a Comcam C5R race chain. When I did put this motor together, I did use Keen's bearings, so I had very good luck with them. Also, that's the old motor mount, which I molded some myself. I'm gonna start making motor mounts for Silverados, Tahoes, and anything with an LS rear-wheel drive from '99 to 2006. So new crank bolt and just the rest of the stuff. Some Loctite, of course. And here's the cam that I have here. This is the cam I was telling you about. It's a Comcam LSR. Here's the specs, the part number. It's a 215, 223. Duration, and 604, 610 lift at 112 LSA. So it should produce a low end torque, good mid range. I used to have this one on my LS4, and then until I upgraded to a different cam that, you know, put the power band up a little higher since I didn't need it down low on a front wheel drive. So, and then that's the oil pump I'm using. I'm using a high volume, high pressure pump on this one. And here are the heads also that were in my LS4. My LS4 on my Monte Carlo, which you see behind here, will be having a supercharger, so I can't use these heads because they are milled 25 thousandths over. So these are hand ported. They do have Brian Tooley with titanium retainers, dual springs. As you can see, they're ported, exhaust and intake. So I'm going with 317s on my LS4. That's the reason I'm using these on the 6-liter, because it's going to be naturally aspirated, so I know these are dish pistons, but knowing these are milled, it should bump up the compression again, so we should be good there. I got all the valve covers cleaned up, valley covers, and front and rear gaskets. And then here's the transmission that I just got rebuilt. It's a 406E. It was about 3 days ago. We're the first now. I do have a lot of upgrades on it. I do have the smart sun shell, the forward sprag upgrade, the rear sprag, the second and fourth billet pistons from Sonax. So, plus the little tweaks that my transmission builder does. So it should hold all the power going into this thing here. Well, that's it. I don't have any more details on the motor, but I will make a time-lapse video of me assembling it, so enjoy. Hey guys, back again. One thing I want to address before I continue the time-lapse video is these are the lifters going in. The older style or the OE style have a pinhole on the side, and these I like to install them upwards because that's where the oil fills up the whole cylinder area of where the lifter cylinder bore goes. So if these were upside down when installing them, it's hard for oil to flow upwards. So I like to stick these on the upside, so when the oil comes out, it just flows down and fills the whole the lifter area. So that's just something that I've always done. Might help some other people. There's a lot of mixed reviews that they say it doesn't matter, but I personally always put the pinholes on top. So that's just something I wanted to let you guys know. Hey guys, as you saw in the time-lapse video, I decided to put the motor in as soon as I got it built. So on the next video, I'll have it all assembled, and we'll have the first startup on it, and we'll go from there. And stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next video on the update. Later.